Shalom. First and foremost, I'll praise the Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honor to the Apostle Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers out there on the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth. Alright, this is another GMS Rainier Alarm sit down. Basically, we're just gonna go open forum. We got a couple of articles and topics to bring out, but basically, we're just gonna let the spirit, the spirit guide the lesson. So, anybody's got something?
You got something? Yeah.
I think I got something.
Yeah, we'll bring the scriptures out first.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and the swords in their hands. But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
But yeah, that's what's actually going on right now. To a small degree, the people are rising up against the government. Okay, you got the in Milwaukee, you got the I think what is it, Ishmael rising up against Palestine.
Palestine rising against Jerusalem.
Well, yeah. So we got these little miniature uprisings and uproars, which your brother was downtown when that was going on. And then on top of that, we got the martial law is coming up into play. We got these different groups being set up to start a lot of controversy. Okay, you have the racial tensions going on. You even have the homosexual tensions or the faggot tensions going on. The faggots trying to get rights and things of that nature. So with them getting rights, the ones who don't appreciate that, they're gonna rise up and either start killing them, or they're gonna rise up and start protesting about hate, hate this or hate that, and it's all formulating to become to one big festival of feuding and fighting. Okay, so that's why you got you forget Matthew. Okay, that's why the brother finna get to Matthew about one people shall fight against another people. That's starting to go on. So you got it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24. Start at 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass."
Right, wars, rumors of wars. That's on a higher scale of people going against each other and battling. That's talking about the World War III. Okay. All these other miniature wars that's been going on throughout the course of history. But the biggest rumor of a particular war is World War III, and that's going to come on the horizon. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "But the end is not yet, for nation shall rise against nation."
Right, and it said an end, but the end is not yet. Okay, so when all these wars come to play, because you got to remember, back in the Roman Empire, the Lord was telling us that those things was going to happen. So then became World War I, World War II. Then you had the Cold Wars. Okay, then you had the Vietnam Wars. That's what this is talking about. These wars is going to be formulating, and until the big war, and that's World War III. But the end is not yet. Okay, because we still got a lot of course and action to do before Yahweh shall get back. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, "For nation shall rise against nation."
Right, we gotta wait for nation against nation, which is Israel against the heathens, Palestine.
And
to mention America's backing Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, they backing them. So really, the nations is getting mad at America because everywhere you go, it seems like America's backing the oppression more and more. Wherever you go on the planet, it says, "And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." It says, "All these are the beginning of sorrows."
Why you can break it down?
Go ahead.
It says, "For nation shall rise against nation,
Yeah.
and
That's
kingdom."
racial tensions. Also, what you got going on in Ferguson is, I guess, some Ku Klux Klan members burnt down 5 churches or 6 churches in approximately 9 days. That's a nation rising against nation.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Right. That's Russia standing up for Syria against America and ISIS, right along with Turkey and Iran and getting involved in it.
Formulating the breaks. So yeah. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right, and that's going on. Pestilences, they every now and again say something about the Black Death going around, but they put that up under the rug just as quick as they say something about it.
Oh, the Ebola too. That came back out. That resurfaced. The
I'm about to say that. I'm about to say that too. They started to bring out the Ebola. They been having that shit for a long period
Yeah.
of time.
Oh, another
New
thing.
York Department of Health
me and a couple
declared
brothers
that
talking
31
about it when I was
cases
out
have been
there
found
in,
of this
New
deadly
York
disease
with
in
the
South
brothers.
Bronx
They
in the
have,
last 18 days.
It was like 4
Legionnaire's
months ago,
disease
but
is a
they
very
basically
aggressive form
resurfaced
of
it back.
pneumonia that has the habit of being
It
atypical.
was in the Bronx.
90%
It
of
was,
all the infections are
the,
caused by the bacteria Legionella
What do you
pneumonia.
call them? The
You
ACs,
usually
whatever
get
was
the
in the
disease by
ACs when
inhaling
they
mist
vent,
from
or
water
I
that
may be getting
contains
it
the
a little mixed
bacteria
up.
in
I know the
showers,
vents
hot
or
tubs,
some
and
type
from large
of
buildings with
in
air
their
conditioning units.
airways that they
Not
was
all the
catching
people that
something
get
called
exposed to the
Legionitis
bacteria
or
get the disease.
it's like
Some
Legionitis or
already
something like that.
present
Somebody want to look
conditions
that
like
up?
if you are older than
Legionitis?
50,
Oh yeah, it's
or
like
if you
Legion
smoke,
something.
if you have a chronic
But it's
lung
it's
disease,
like some type of
or
disease
weak immune
that
system make you
cats
more
is in the
vulnerable
Bronx
to
is
this type of
dying from.
infection.
It was about like a couple of
Symptoms
months ago,
include
but now
high
it
fever,
resurfaced.
chills, a cough,
So
and sometimes
now
muscle
that's
aches and
a
headaches.
pestilence, and that's
Lab
man made
tests can
because it was
detect the
only
specific bacteria
when we
that
went
cause
over in that
Legionnaire's
area, that
disease.
region, it
The
was
scary
only
fact is that since
maybe like
January 1st,
in that
this
only in
year,
that only in
more
that
than 2,200
facility,
cases of
but
the
it was supposed to be
illness
some
have been
type
reported
of air thing.
nationwide,
It should be
including
going out
100 in
further,
New York City,
but it only
South
surfaced and
Bronx.
stayed in that one little
Health
location.
inspectors have already started to test water samples from cooling towers
I
plus
think
any
it's-
other source
it
that could
says
cause its
Legionnaires.
spike in this
Yeah,
deadly
Legionnaires,
illness.
that's the name of it.
All
Yep.
New York residents that present
One
symptoms
death-
like
one
fever,
death more
cough,
Legionnaires'
chills, or
disease.
muscle aches are advised to
Cases
seek medical
confirmed.
attention.
It says Morris Park. I don't see anything.
But yeah, a couple of people died. Well, maybe a couple of months ago, But now it's so-called surfaced back, and I guess another person had died from it, So it's just another experimental.
Here we go. It says Legionnaire's disease, bacteria back in sanitized in New York City cooling. Yep. So yeah, that's what it's saying.
That's it. Okay.
I got something here, causes and transmissions about the disease.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
It says, Legionnaire's disease is caused by a type of bacteria called Legionella. The Legionella bacteria are found naturally in the environment, usually in water. The bacteria grow best in warm water, like the kind found in hot tubs, cooling towers, hot water tanks, large plumbing systems, decorative fountains. They do not seem to grow in car or window air conditioners. But that's what they said it was catching from, right?
Yeah, I believe something. Yeah,
This-
some of that nation.
It says people get Legionnaire's disease when they breathe.
Speak up.
It says people get Legionnaire's disease when they breathe in a mist of vapor. Small droplets of water in the air.
That's your AC. That's your AC. When you outside, when you go out in that area, brothers live in the Bronx. The ACs is like outside the window, and that is supposed to. If it's like within the airway, like they say, it's supposed to spread out. But like I said, the droplets of the water and
Yeah. Because what's the process of rain? How do you get the mist
Precipitation.
back? Yeah, exactly. That's how you catch it. It's called. It says people get Legionnaire's disease when they breathe in a mist of vapor, small droplets of water in the air containing the bacteria. One example might be from breathing in droplets sprayed from a hot tub that has not been properly cleaned and disinfected. The bacteria are not spread from one person to another person. It's just like an airborne.
yeah, airborne. But it's suppressed in just that one area though.
Yeah, it says Bronx Morris Park.
Morris Park, yeah.
Yeah, it says despite city officials mandating cooling towers throughout the city be cleaned regularly, bacteria that causes Legionnaire's disease have reportedly grown back in disinfected towers in Bronx's Morris Park, according to the New York Times.
So go back with the scripture. Go back to that scripture first, and then you can bring out yours.
Matthew 24 and 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences,
Yep.
and earthquakes in diverse places." All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Yeah, all those are the beginning of sorrow, and that's because the people walked in great pride. Someone give me the apocrypha. What is it? 850. Second Ezra's 850.
Con, yep.
Yeah, great miseries.
Yeah, get that real quick.
I got you.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later time shall dwell in the world.
Right, and what's the great miseries? It's going to be famines, it's going to be pestilence, it's going to be earthquakes, it's going to be tornadoes, it's going to be disasters, because you people are in great proud. That's why I said, read that again in Matthew.
Matthew 24:7. It says
You can just read the ending part.
24:8. Oh, it's the pestilences,
Yep.
and earthquakes. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
See, that's the beginning of sorrow. That lines up with that scripture, many great miseries. Okay, go ahead.
It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later time shall dwell in the world.
Right, because what?
Because they have walked in great pride.
See, that's why all this is happening. That's why, and we're going to get into that. The brother got an article on that. In, what was it at? Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay? In Mexico, they had a hurricane category 5.
Yep.
That's great misery. Okay, and that's judgment from Yahweh Shai. Okay? So that's what's going on. And what's going on is these prophecies is being blunt and smacking you in your face. That's what's happening. Okay? Many great miseries. Okay? And that's a big category 5. That's a big misery. I believe Katrina was on the category 3. Okay?
I got a precept real quick.
Go ahead.
Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars.
And we had those signs. We had a 3-day period of the blood moon.
Yeah.
And everybody witnessed it in Kenosha. They had it to where all the witches and warlocks, they worshiped astrology. They all was at the lakefront watching. And Yahweh Shema Shem passed by. I'm like,
So they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of September.
Yeah. Right after the Pope came, or before he came, right around that time.
It happened after he came.
Yeah.
It happened like maybe a week after he came. Because that's when he was in Chicago.
It says, in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations.
That's what you see going on. That's why you got the Palestinians protesting all around the world against Israel. And you see all the missile attacks and stuff going on like that.
Yep.
Those are prophecies, man. And they happen simultaneously in every country, state, and nation on the planet Earth. That's how you know we're at the end of the world.
Yep.
Because you got people that say, well, this always been happening. It ain't happening in every state, in every country in the world, has it?
Exactly.
Go ahead, Al.
It says distress of nations with perplexity.
Right.
This-
Meaning they having problems over and over. So once one problem get fixed, the next problem comes. And then they get so many problems where they can't even fix the problems that they already was having. So their nations is just crumbling right in front of them.
It says the sea and the waves roaring.
That's Mexico. That's what's going on in Mexico. Yeah, you got it.
It says and men's hearts failing them for fear.
Yeah.
And for
That's
looking.
their mind. Oh no, that's them catching heart attacks, man. Because they gonna be scared to death. Because they so far off into their folly land. They so far into women or working 2-3 jobs. Trying to make themselves happy in the society while it's going down.
It says, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
That's America. American power is going to be shaken.
That's
I guess so. Yeah, Jeremiah 29, I'm reading from 17 to 20. It says, thus said the Most High of Hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence.
Yeah, the sword, the famine, the pestilence. That's what's happened. The sword is what? The sword is well, it's all in one. The sword can be the famine. The sword can be the pestilence. The sword can be the diseases. The sword can be earthquake. The sword can be a tsunami. Okay, go ahead.
Gunshot.
Right, a gun, a missile.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the pestilence, and will make them
somebody
like
can-
vile figs
man,
that cannot be eaten.
as you-
They are so evil.
Read that again.
It say,
Read loud. Read loud.
It say Jeremiah 29:17. It say, thus said the Most High of Hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. And I will persecute them with the sword, with the famine, and with the pestilence. He said it again.
Yeah, that's something about that's what's gonna happen to Israel. Okay, overall the whole world, but the Lord is gonna start jacking up Israel with that. Okay, that's why Mexico is getting hit right now. Okay, ain't no coincidence that all these big storms and these catastrophes is happening to Jake. Okay, go ahead.
And will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdoms of the earth, to be a curse and astonishment, and an hissing and a reproach among all the nations, whether I have driven them.
See that? Jake getting fucked up by the Lord. Okay, that's because what? They have walked in great pride. Okay, they not adhering to the prophecies that the men of the Lord is speaking. Okay, so all of these torments and destructions is happening to Jake. Okay,
You said they ain't heeding to the prophet right, watch this. Because they have not hearkened to my words.
See that? Go ahead.
Said the Most High, which I sent unto them my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them, but ye would not hear.
You see that? It said rising up early and sending them. Okay? Brothers been outside all over the world exactly what? From 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way till nighttime.
Probably even earlier.
Yeah, brothers who can't do it at certain time, they probably went out even earlier than that. Read that again.
Verse 19 say, because they have not hearkened to my words, said the Most High Power.
Go ahead.
Which I sent unto them by my servants the prophets.
Right, and we are the prophets through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. We are those prophets because we're the only ones that's speaking according to the true doctrine and the true knowledge. That's what makes us the prophets. We are the prophets because we've been from Apostle Tahar on down. We've been going through these scriptures and revealing the secrets and the prophets. I mean, in the prophecies, and you can see them. You can see them clear. But you see, y'all want to be assholes like Saw Nigga and polite. Y'all see that what we saying is true and what we saying is real. Nate's saying what we saying is true and what we saying is real, man. Okay? We got the RFID chip in Sweden. They got their employees over there in Sweden. They have to get the RFID chip. So explain that.
The option
Nate got to explain that. Johanna has to explain that.
Identification.
Okay, explain them pushing that chip. Because in 2013, March, what is it? 2013, March.
Operating doors and
March 20th or March 21st, they declared on that day that it's supposed to be
what the pros and cons to having the chip and
permitted, or you know, people had to start getting the chip.
Put under your skin just to open doors.
That Obamacare bill.
Swipe the copy.
This was back in 2013. And that day, it was supposed to be the day for it. But you know how the devil works. He ain't going to implement it, you know, right away. He's going to get his technologies, his tools, and his devices set up so he can further get people to get used to swiping your card, get used to fingerprinting. Without the chip, though, you know, he had to gradually, you know, do it. Now, 2015 going into 16, almost 3 years later, now they're coming out more and more. Yeah, you got to get the chip. You got to get this chip.
Definitely
they got a movie out that's called Gray State, and in the trailer, Gray State. Okay, so like it's called Gray State, and in the trailer of it, it was talking about the RFID chip and martial law.
Is it really
Okay,
being successful?
so Nate, y'all got an answer to this, and y'all got a you got a lot of answer for it because y'all got the people not believing in the prophecies. Okay, y'all got them actually not even giving a damn about what the men of the Lord is saying. So y'all got a lot of blood on your hands. Okay? Because you didn't listen to the prophets like the scripture just said. Go ahead.
Rising up early and sending them, but ye would not hear, said the Most High.
Go ahead.
Hear ye therefore the word of the Most High, all ye of the captivity, whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babylon.
Right. And then, hey, and that's spiritual because we in Babylon. We in Babylon all over again.
Read that again, Con. Jeremiah 29:20. You say, hear ye therefore the word of the Most High, all ye of the captivity.
All ye of the captivity. Are we not in captivity? Okay, and this is talking about all the tribes. Are we not in captivity? Whether you in Babylon, which is aka America, or you over there in Trinidad, or if you over there in Brazil. If you are part of the tribes, you still in captivity. Go ahead.
Whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babylon.
See, he sent from Jerusalem. Are we not in Babylon to this day? That's talking about us, and that's talking about what's going on right now. Okay, that's it. Go ahead. Huh?
This Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Okay, now going into the history of that, in the time of Daniel, who was the king in the time of Daniel? That was the Babylonian Empire. Now Nebuchadnezzar. Was he prophesied against? Yes, he was. And did he fall? Yes, he did. Was the Assyrian Empire prophesied against? Yes, they were. And did they go down? Yes, they did. Okay? So, many great kingdoms and countries was prophesied against through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai by his prophets. And did they fall? Yes, they did. Okay? Now today, we in Babylon all over again, and we prophesying against Babylon all over again. And is it going to fall? Yes, it will. And that's through prophecy. Go ahead.
It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries,
right,
and against great kingdoms,
right,
of war and of evil and of pestilence,
right, of war. We always talk about war. Why you think why you think Russia is helping out Syria? Okay, why you think that they having these packing these alliances together? Those are the wars that we're talking about. That sooner or later is going to be a World War III. Go ahead.
It says, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass.
Right. The prophet that's prophesying of peace, that's talking about Nate. Okay, that's talking about not Sarnetta. That's talking about Tazariak. Okay, they want this peace that we are all black people. Let's come together. That's fucking peace.
And do something greater than God.
And do something that's bigger than God.
That's bullshit.
That's Captain Tazariak, so-called captain. Go ahead.
It says, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass,
right,
then shall the prophet be known.
Right, it's nothing but hell and destruction going on. That's because somebody get the scripture about being a watchman. Because y'all not watchmen. Y'all not talking about the destruction that's going on all over the world. Y'all not talking about the Pope coming to the United States. Okay? Y'all not talking about diseases and pestilence and famine that's coming. Y'all not talking about all these windstorms and earthquakes and tsunamis that's going on over the globe. Okay? Y'all not talking about that. Y'all not talking about the tribes that's in other lands. Y'all only stuck on the ones that's in America. Not knowing that the ones all over who's in captivity, they're going through nothing but hell because of prophecy. Go ahead.
It said, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass,
right,
then shall the prophet be known,
right,
that the Lord hath truly sent him.
Right, and y'all gonna start knowing. Y'all, even though majority of y'all probably do know, like the heads of y'all know who the real prophets are. Y'all just got paid off and y'all can't speak the truth. Okay? But sooner or later, you're gonna really know who those men were. You know? Lord willing, we are part of those men. But during the step that we're doing right now, is looking good on our end more than it's looking good on your end. That's why the scriptures say, give diligence to make sure, that make sure your calling election is sure. Because this is being diligent. Doing the inside lessons, doing the on locations, and then going out there doing the highways and byways. And then on top of that, doing your individual lessons on your own channels. Any avenue to push out this truth. Brothers do shows at their jobs. That's the diligence to keep pushing this truth about prophecy. Okay? okay, and about the upcoming destruction of America, or AKA or Babylon. All right, anybody got something?
Yeah, Ezekiel 3:17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel."
Right. He said he made you a watchman unto the house of Israel. Those are all the ones that was called. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and give them warning from me.
And where's the mouth? Give me a Habakkuk 2:1. And where's the mouth of the Lord? The mouth of the Lord is the scriptures. Okay, go ahead.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die,
Go ahead.
and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
And that's what we're doing. We're warning. Okay, that's a part of being a watchman. We see the upcoming destruction. So what are we set to do? We're set to warn you before it actually hits. Okay, go ahead.
To save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity,
Yeah.
but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Go ahead.
So we gotta warn them, or we gonna be put to death. That's why your pastors gonna get it. That's why the pastors priests, preachers, General Yohana.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they gonna get it, man.
Yeah. And that's why they're gonna be called the least in the kingdom of heaven also.
Yeah, that's right.
It says, verse 19, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn from his wickedness, nor from slack it, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul."
So that's why we go out on the highways and byways, so we can get the blood off our hands.
Because the scripture said, whether they hear or forbid. And prophesy ye unto the wind.
So don't matter, you know.
You're supposed to do it regardless. Yeah, kind of. I believe that's it. Unless you want to do it.
That's it. Go give me that, Michelle. Actually, go ahead.
God.
This book of Habakkuk.
No. Jump to Corinthians first. God.
This is 1 Corinthians 14:8. It say, "For if the trumpet gave an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?"
Right. If the trumpet given an uncertain sound, the uncertain sound is like you other guys trying to speak the truth. How can you get the people to come to go to war for battle? Go ahead. And this is talking about the tongues. Okay. So we're speaking the tongue. Okay, we're speaking tongue as we prophesy. Go ahead.
So likewise ye except ye utter by the tongue words easy to be understood.
Right. Go ahead.
How shall it be known what is spoken?
Mm-hmm.
For ye shall speak into the air.
Keep going.
There are, it may be so many kinds of voices in the world, and none of them is.
Go, Slacky. Go jump to verse 5.
Verse 5. I would that ye all speak with tongues,
Right. Speaking in different languages. Go ahead.
but rather that ye prophesy.
Right. If brothers got talents to speak in different tongues, which is okay, but the main thing is to do is to rather you what? To prophesy.
Prophesy.
That's what we're about. We're about prophesying. Go ahead.
For greater is he that prophesieth
Mm-hmm.
than he that speaketh with
You
tongues.
see that? It's okay. We can. It's better to speak. To speak the prophecies. Okay. And brothers who speak in other tongues and this and that, that's good. As long as you're speaking,
For
prophecy.
edification.
For edification.
Because when you speak another tongue, they can't understand you. So when you prophesy, you edify the church.
Right, and that's what we're doing by prophesying. Go ahead.
Except ye interpret,
Right, except you interpret. Go ahead.
that the church may receive edifying.
Right, and that's what we do as a great millstone. Go ahead.
And that's part of building up. Building up each other. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you? Except I shall speak to you either by revelation, or by knowledge, or by prophesying, or by doctrine.
You see that? About revealing. So if brothers is doing those other tongues, you got to prophesy as well. Okay? Just like what we doing now. We speaking in the English because majority of the brothers around in America, so-called Babylon, they speak, really a majority of the whole fucking world speak English. Even in other countries, you got to learn English. Okay? But if there's certain cats out there or jakes out there in those different nations, and they speak and they can't speak English. That's why brothers who understand that particular language, that's why they speak that language. And then what they do, they reveal and they prophesy to them. You know, that's pretty much it on that. You got something else?
Revelations 19:10.
You got something?
Gotcha.
It says,
that article.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Okay, so go ahead.
okay, it says in Revelations 19:10, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren, and I have the testimony of Yahushua.
Right.
Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah. You break it down.
Yeah, so basically that's his whole testimony was about prophesying. He prophesied the coming of the kingdom. He prophesied, basically about the downfall of this world.
Mm-hmm.
So, and likewise, we're supposed to come with that same, the testimony that he was all about.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, that was it.
Okay. Somebody else got something? We're gonna break it down.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4. You want the Habakkuk? Well, yeah, you can read that. This Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1 say, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
And now that's the spirit, because the spirit lead us to a lot of the articles and a lot of the current events that's happening today. You know. So, being that the testimony is all about prophesying, you got a lot of big people doing contrary wise, being contrary wise. You know.
And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Because that vision, what is the downfall of America, the downfall of all these kingdoms in the earth, and Yahushua being put back up.
Yeah.
You know.
For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And it's doing it right now.
That's right. That's the brother got the article. In Mexico, basically, the hurricane hit Mexico. It's like I got sidetracked, but the hurricane hit Mexico, and that's a sign. That's a huge sign. That goes with that Luke 21 and 25. Okay. Keep going now.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Yeah, wait for it. That's what we're doing, and then and that's what this is about: having faith and believing on the words of Yahweh Shah, and waiting and being a watchman. Because a watchman, they don't go to sleep; they always watching all the time. Because you gotta wait, you gotta watch for the intruders. You gotta wait, you gotta watch for the enemies. All right.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry.
That's right. So when it's coming, it's gonna be too late. And I just heard Tahar just say that, man. It's gonna be a time where motherfuckers ain't gonna be asking. You ain't gonna be able to ask questions. And even the scriptures say that be ready to answer a man concerning his
Faith that is in thee. Yeah.
So a lot of people ain't gonna be getting their questions answered. Because when they can't get their questions answered, they gonna be they're gonna be stuck or bugging out or whatever the case may be. So now is the time. It's another scripture. Is it Hebrews or Romans?
What is that?
Where it says it is high time to wake up out of sleep.
Romans 13 and 10.
13:10. You know what I got? I'm right there.
Romans chapter 13 verse 10.
It's 11. Knowing
the time, now is the high time to wake up out of sleep.
Right. Now you used to bring that a lot. What is it, folks? Sleep to basically be in a drunken state or a hypnosis state. A lot of people being hypnotized on what's going on out here. A lot of people believe in being here 10, 20 years from now. That's fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of motherfuckers think that America ain't gonna never fall. A lot of people don't even watch the economy going down. Yeah. They don't even watch the news about business and none of that shit. They don't even know about the the national debt clock. Yeah. A lot of people don't know nothing about that. So they busy. Their mind is based on living it up, doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And be a family man and shit.
Yeah, because they sleep. The word sleep right there in the Greek is hypnos. Okay, that's where you get the word hypnosis from. And when you do anything hypnosis, it needs to be induced with sleep. That's how, when you know, on a left side level, witchcraft level, when they hypnotize people, they like put their mind in a trance to believe what they want them to believe in, or to think what they want them to think.
Be under a spell.
Or to be under a spell. Now, when you watching Houdini and all of them, you know, when they put the hypnosis upon people, you know, you are in a dark alley, or you're on a stage, and everybody's watching you, and you're naked, and they snapping. They thinking they're actually naked because it's an illusion. Just that's like America. That's that sleep. That's that hypnosis state that is put on America. And what that is Americans thriving. Be a family man. The American dream. That's that induced sleep that's put on the people. So yeah, read that again. Romans 13.
Keep going. Yeah, you can keep going because it can.
Hey, Con.
Yeah. Start from the beginning.
All right, Con, say Romans 13:11.
Go ahead.
Say, and that knowing the time, that now is the high time to wake up out of sleep.
Right, meaning get out of the mindset of Babylon. Give me Ezekiel 11.
Oh yeah, 11.
Yeah, give me 11:11, and then I want you to jump to the first verse.
Yeah, Con.
Go ahead.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Right, so get the fuck out of America. Get not physically.
GOCC.
Okay? I'm talking about get your mind, like the brother I not about. Get your mind right. Okay, Big Jim, let's get your mind right. You gotta get your mind right with these scriptures and get out of that bugged out state of mind. Okay, that's what that's talking about. Because Yahweh Shai is on his way back. They say we prophesy in the night and he'll be here in the day. This is the nighttime. We're prophesying and we're speaking the words in the nighttime. Okay, which is the most dreadfulest time ever.
That's the spirit, because that's basically what that's going into.
Yeah.
In Romans 13.
Verse 12. It say the night is far spent. The day is at hand.
See, that's the spirit. The kingdom is at hand. Yahweh Shai is on his way back. So you got to get out of America. You got to get out of America this, America that. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about I'm African American, I'm a Latin, I'm Latino, or I'm Mexican. You know, fucking they be I'm Latino, or I'm Latino, or I'm Latin American. All that bullshit. Or I'm Mexican, or I'm Puerto Rican. No, you supposed to be in the mindset of that you're an Israelite out of this tribe or that tribe. Okay, understanding the prophecies. Okay, understanding that Yahweh Shai is coming back, or even recognizing that there's a fucking problem with the world. Half of you people don't even understand that it's actually a fucking problem with this fucking world, or a problem with America, or Babylon. Okay, you got it. Keep going a little bit.
The night is far spent. The day is at hand.
Yes, the wickedness is already it basically taking hold of the whole world.
Yeah,
it's ran its course.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on an armor of light. The armor of light is the truth.
Yeah, which proves that you ain't supposed to be leaving. It says cast off the works of darkness.
exactly.
That don't mean fly over to Egypt or fly over to Israel and become a citizen. Now you got to fight the war. You got to fight in their wars.
On a nuclear polluted land.
Keep going.
Keep going. And then go into that Ezekiel.
Let us walk honestly and in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wanton.
That was a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, no, you ain't supposed to be drinking." No, you got to be deep, man. A lot of y'all not deep. Y'all just as deep as 2 feet shallow water, man. You know, it's talking about the mind state of America. Oh, we're gonna be here 10, 20 years from now. Oh, you know, I got to be this family man. We got to, get a house and a white picket fence and all of this other stuff. You planning for the future.
Not knowing there's a lot of foreclosures on houses, motherfucker. All through United States, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which proves that this place is going down further and further, man.
Yeah.
The prosperity ain't up.
Let us walk honestly and in the day, and not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy, but put ye on the Most High Yahweh Shai, and make not provision for the flesh.
See, that make not provisions, but moreover, it says, put ye on Yahushua. We just read his testimony. His whole testimony was what? A prophecy. To prophesy.
Yeah.
Rather than, and the brother just brought up the scripture, was it Corinthians 14? To prophesy rather than speak in tongues.
Yeah, I got some real quick. This is let me get this.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, let me get this. This is Ecclesiasticus 24 and 33. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. You see that? So when the prophets, and back in going back to what the brother brought out, Jeremiah 28 and 8. Yeah, 28 and 8. That the prophet before time spoke of pestilence, war, evil, and uprisings.
That's right.
This is talking about. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. Right? They went through the time of their prophesying to lead up to today. We doing the same thing over and over and over and over. That's that cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Which
So you can go back.
Yeah, my bad. I
No,
stop you like that.
No, go ahead.
But this was the last point right here. Say, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So the lust of the flesh, man, is partying, getting high, getting drunk out of your fucking mind, disrespecting your parents, man, messing with all these thoughts and these nasty bras out here, man, doing everything that's not contrary to this truth, man. Not following the law, statutes, commandments to your best ability. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this wickedness, man, without you even knowing you're doing wickedness.
Undisciplined. Is that it on that right there?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. You got it?
Ezekiel 11 and 11. It says, "The city shall not be your cauldron, neither shall you be the flesh in the midst thereof, but I will judge you in the border of Israel."
Right. So all you cats that wants to be within this society.
Oh, I'm an American.
Yeah. Or I'm a black man, or I'm just me, or I'm an Asiatic black man, or I'm Kemet. All that goofy ass shit. That's what that's talking about. It said this city is talking about Babylon. Okay? Ultimately, it's talking about the whole world, really, because you got, if you ain't in Babylon, you got niggas in Trinidad thinking they gonna be somebody. You got Asher or Naphtali over there on the islands or wherever they at. They thinking that they living it up. You know what I'm saying? This city should not be your cauldron. Whatever city you in. Okay, if you're a part of the tribes.
Yeah, because it says you shall be bordered. You shall, but I will judge you in the border of Israel. So you still gonna you got the curses on you still.
Yeah. So no matter what you call yourself, is what Yahweh Shai made you to be, or Yahweh overall specifically, what made you to be. Okay, he made you an Israelite, so you're going to suffer the things of an Israelite. And you ain't going to be able to excel. You're not going to be able to upset the prophecies. I mean, it's like upset the curses, which were the curse was a part of the prophecy.
That's right, yeah.
You know? So you got something up?
Good. I got 2 Chronicles 15 and 3. It say, now for a long season Israel have been without the true power, and without a teaching priest, and without law.
Read that again.
2 Chronicles 15 and 3. Now for a long season, Israel has been without the true power.
Right, the true power is who? Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's your true power. Okay? That's why we are what? Princes. That's why we are named Yasharallah. We are the princes of the power. We don't have our power no more. Okay? And the power is the Lord. Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. We lost that power. That's why we don't call ourselves Yasharallah anymore. We don't call ourselves princes of the power. We call ourselves African American, nigger, what?
Puerto Rican,
Jamaican.
I'm a Haitian.
Right. You call yourself everything else except the name that was given to you. That's how we're out of our power. We ain't under. That's why we classified as heathens now, because we're not under the true power. We lost that power. Read that again.
I'm gonna start over. Let's say 2 Chronicles 15:3. Now for a long season Israel have been without the true power.
Right, you don't we without the true power. The true power is Yahweh. Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Right? And without a teaching priest.
Right, and we all gonna become up under the nation of priests. Okay, so the priest is talking about who? The prophets. But now we're here, so there's no excuse.
Which is prophecy in itself, because the truth was hidden. Basically, the truth was hidden for a period of time, and now it's being manifested and it's being revealed. And it started with Abba Bivens, who was John in the reincarnation, which was Elias, because he coming from before that great and dreadful day, as the scriptures say. So everything that we're doing, us knowing we Israelites, us knowing the truth and keep bringing it out, that's all prophecy, man.
And without a teaching priest, and without law. That's why you jakes out here, man, eating pork, commit adultery on a high scale level. You know what I'm saying? Just doing all kind of wickedness, man. Killing your own kind, man.
28:20 somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting the elderly and shit. Doing all kind of crazy shit.
30 and 20 slap there.
You know?
Oh yeah, or Isaiah 30:20.
Isaiah 30 and 20.
So without law, man, y'all don't have no type of law, man. Y'all ain't following the law, and y'all and you jakes is not.
But
y'all don't want to follow the law.
It's lucky, but it's here now. It's here, so there ain't no excuse no more. You know.
Go ahead, I'm on.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So the prophets are back now. Now and y'all hate it because they rebuke y'all so much, but it ain't nothing but another Exodus. It ain't nothing but another rebellion that basically that y'all doing.
In the wilderness.
Jeremiah 6:16.
Yeah. But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Is that it? Keep going, break it down.
Yep. It says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
Yeah, and we say that boldly. We come out there and say that boldly through our lessons, that this is the way, this is the truth, this is who you are according to what God said you are. You know there is a God, and you of His chosen.
And then God has a name.
That's right.
Speaking of Him, you done?
Walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left.
Yeah, so it's supposed to basically direct all your paths, man. Yeah. You're supposed to be into who you are.
That's it. The brother said direct all their paths. Hold on, let me read this real quick. This is Jeremiah 6:16.
I had it too.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, well go ahead.
Jeremiah 6:16. It says, "Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths."
Right, the old paths is the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures about knowing who you are, about knowing the prophecies. Those are the old paths. Go ahead.
Where is the good way? And walk therein.
Right, where we supposed to walk therein. Okay, that's why our eyes behold our teachers now, which is the apostles of Great Millstone. Okay, right. The brother said double honors.
Double honors.
You know. Go ahead.
And ye shall find rest for your souls.
And right, and all of us was going through hell, before we even got into the truth. And we got into the truth. Now we find rest at our souls because it plugged in that hole that was in us.
That right, us not having no understanding.
Yeah,
Us
right.
not knowing why things were happening. See, the only way, the elect gonna be saved through the knowledge. It said, knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Right.
You know what's going on is gonna keep you. You're gonna have to go through it, but you knowing why it's happening is what's gonna give you that, that confidence.
Yeah.
The faith.
Yeah.
You know?
And you shall find rest for your souls.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Oh, it's like,
You jumped off of it? Well, I got it.
yeah, because I was going to preach something on that.
This all right. This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. And the they is talking about the 2/3. You know, that's why they being judged right now. You know, that's why you see a lot of killings. That's why always some Black Lives Matter bullshit. That's because the Lord is actually judging them. Okay, the Lord is judging. The Lord is judging the tribes right now. You know. Go ahead.
It says, verse,
No, I said, go
yeah,
ahead. I'm the
17.
one reading.
Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Uh-huh.
But they said, we will not hearken.
And that's that was coming out with the revealment of the RFID chip, the Third World War. You know, them constantly bombarding you with all this information and trying to open your eyes.
It says, therefore hear ye nations, and know, O ye congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
Yeah,
Prophecy is part of the law.
that's pretty much it. I'm gonna jump to something else.
I got one more precept when you're done.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
The end of y'all is gonna be martial law, famine. We'll just bring it out.
Yeah.
Concentration camps, race wars. That's what's gonna be the end of y'all, man. If y'all don't want to come back to the truth, because the Lord put us out here for a reason, man.
That's right.
To prophesy, man. To give y'all warning. That's it. We ain't take it upon ourselves to pick up Bibles and just go outside. No, we gotta have a spirit to do that.
Yeah,
Which
and
we
be able
do.
to answer all the questions that concern life, man. Period. But this is John. You finished?
Yeah.
Okay. John 14:26. It says, "But the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance."
Right, what's being brought back to your remembrance, man? Your nationality, the prophecy, the Lord is on his way back. That's what's being brought. That's what gives us
Rest for
the rest for our souls. Okay, because we've been so long without the truth. Now we getting it back to it because we once knew it. So that's why we delight in it. We're more diligent because we the same ones from back then who had it. Okay, so everything is basically filling its course. Okay, that's the prophecy. Okay, and to believe that we are those men, you have to believe in prophecy. Who else is doing the work like we're doing, like GMS is doing? Okay, and those who follow GMS. Who else is doing the work like this? Nobody. Nate's not going into deep mysteries and breakdowns. It ain't even about going into deep mysteries and breakdowns. It's about going into, really, majority is going into the prophecy that's going on right now.
His ass selling breakdown.
Okay? You don't need to be going to and you don't even have to go into all them deep mystical breakdowns. And brothers don't need to even be worried about all that shit. Really, you should be worried about prophecy. Okay? You should just be worried about prophecy and what's going on now today. Because all of the deep mysteries of the scriptures, that's not even going to save you. The prophecies and having the faith that the prophecies is coming to pass, that's what's going to save you. The elect, okay? Because they have that faith. Okay? Plenty of guys who know all these scriptures, they might not be a part of the elect because they don't have the faith, you know? Because they so stuck on getting all of this mystical shit. You know?
Precept, Jeremiah 3:15, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding."
Right, and the knowledge and understanding is the foundation of this is the milk. The foundation of what we do is really just the milk. The deep breakdowns of the mysteries,
that's the wisdom and the knowledge and the deep sayings and the deeper understanding of the scriptures. But you can, it's best for us to stay on that foundation circle, because you gotta see Kaku, you gotta understand the foundation to even understand all the mysteries. But brothers want to go straight to the mysteries, and they don't want to be equipped with the foundation. And that's a problem. That's why Elder Nazar brought out that lesson about brothers being simple. Brothers want to get all these mystical, but they don't even know the foundation. They ain't even 100% rooted. Okay, go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 2 verses 2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word.
Right. You see that? Newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word. We gotta step our foundation on that milk. Okay, and that's what can keep us stable. Remembering the simple scriptures. Okay.
Says that he may grow thereby.
See that? Then you will begin to increase and grow. But if you want to go jump into these deep things without even understanding the surface of it, then you're going to fall right away.
Certain reincarnations.
Yeah. Worry about everybody being reincarnated. You don't got to worry about all of that. You see how the spirit just changed from destruction to basically the foundation of what we're supposed to be on. And the only reason why certain brothers got understanding of deep things is because they were set and they understood the foundation first. And they basically lived the foundation. Like the elders, they all solid, man. They can get into the deep things because they already solid. But new brothers, like for us, we even new. Being in 5-6 years or whatever, that's still new. Okay, because we on the verge of having to really live the scriptures and through our daily life.
We're in another level.
Because you 1 year pass, okay, 2 year pass, 3 year pass, 4 year pass, then 5 year, then 6 year, then like I'm really living. Now you gotta understand that you actually living the scriptures out, meaning the wisdom and knowledge, stability of time, brotherly love, knowing what else, like help
straight
me
gates.
Yeah, right.
Being in the straight gate.
Right.
Taking up your cross.
Learning how to be
things.
disciplined.
Yep.
Learning how to do the high holy days.
Yeah.
Right.
The Sabbath.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Doing. That's that's like the milk part. That's the setting you up on your foundation.
That's right. Okay. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna jump to Sirach real quick.
Okay.
It says, if so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious.
So basically, the milk, the sincere milk, that's the Most High being gracious to you, man. Because really, that's all you gotta. That's how you build yourself up, and that's how you become rooted.
Yeah.
So the Most High is being gracious to you. But this is, but now you got guys like, what's his name? Sakari. All right. Now he's a master teacher now, and he got his followers. But this is Sirach chapter 3. It says 3 and 19. It says, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored.
Right, the
of the
mysteries
Lord.
are revealed unto the meek. Those are the ones that's humble and who's stable. Okay, you ain't gonna be how you say it. If you're not humble, you ain't gonna be able to get all the understanding because you're proud. You think you already got the understanding.
And but guys like the apostles and elders, they put in that work. All right, they've been in that, for a certain amount of time where they did grow into the wisdom and they became really wise, but they stuck to the basics, man. All right, and the Lord made them the teachers. All right, and they are meek. And once you deal with them or be around the apostles, which a lot of people haven't, and they just judge off of face value. All right, because they niggas.
Yeah.
All right, and the elders are meek. They meek men, man. They servants unto the brothers, man.
But that's it. That's it.
You got something?
Nah.
Go ahead. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. We'll read 7. It says, in my speech, in my preaching, was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstrating of the Spirit and power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught, but we speak the wisdom of the Most High in the mystery, even the hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory. That's the truth, man.
And we not on we wasn't how you say it, paid off to speak those good things.
Yes, sir. I got something. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, and this is no different from when the Lord was dealing with the disciples.
And this is John 13 and 13 and 13. It says, "Ye call me Master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am. If then your Lord and Master have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. It says, if ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them." All right, verse 18. "I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen. But that the scripture may be fulfilled, he that eateth bread with me hath lifted up his heel against me."
And a lot of y'all lift up y'all heel against the Most High, okay? Because a lot of y'all basically y'all got everything figured out. But when y'all eat the scripture say eating the bread is basically you eating the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua through the Spirit. But a lot of y'all received it, and now it's to the point where y'all basically turned against the Spirit, man.
Yep. So yeah, that's it.
Got some.
Then piggyback off the
Go ahead.
scripture.
We're going to 30 minutes.
It say
Or 30.
it is enough to
In an hour.
Matthew 10:25. No, 24. I'm starting 24. Say the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for a disciple that he be as his master and the servant of his Lord. If they have called his master of the house of Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Right. It says enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant of his Lord, if he have called the master of his house Beelzebub. So
Yeah, they call us devils.
that's what I was going
Right?
to say.
You know, but they call Yahushua devil. So basically, we following in his footsteps for those who call us devils or call us evil.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And then for
It's
us,
an order. The Lord went through, so we got to go through it.
so for us to bring the truth to our people, so to speak, they turn around and say, "Oh, man, he's Satan, man. He crazy, he lost this motherfucker, man." Blah blah blah. The same thing. Our people in the ancient world said the same thing to Yahushua. The brother just said.
yeah, that's.
I got some.
Yeah, go ahead.
Be the dead horse. But Psalms 41:9, it says, "Yea, mine own familiar friend, in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, had lifted up his heel against me." So it's David saying the same thing in the spirit, man. All right, because a lot of y'all received this truth,
Yep.
and y'all basically vomited it back up, man. And now y'all seeking your own righteousness. Okay.
Anybody got something else? An article or something? Just keep it going for 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, you never even talked to me.
Well, go ahead and pump it back up.
Okay. This is Patricia, which is the name of a hurricane, roars into Mexico, still can't let guard down, President said. It say the remnants of Hurricane Patricia dropped heavy rain over central Mexico on Saturday. A day after pounding coastal luxury resorts and impoverished villages alike as Category 5 storm that uprooted trees, toppled power lines, and unleashed mudslides. Patricia, the strongest hurricane ever recorded at sea, weakened slightly before striking southwestern Mexico coast Friday evening, crushing 165 miles per hour sustained winds. It says, but late Saturday morning, Patricia had been downgraded to a tropical depression set by mountainous terrain with 35 miles per hour sustained winds. It's expected to dissipate Saturday night. There was no reports of fatalities or major damage. This is just one of the articles. Let me see. It says Mexican officials have expressed cautious optimism overnight, with President Enrique Pena Nieto saying damages have been minor to those corresponding to a hurricane of this magnitude, but officials expected to know more about the full scale of the destruction after touring the coast Saturday. And serious flooding and mudslides threats remain. It says, we as government are not supposed to mention faith in God, but the only thing I can tell you is that God helped and watched over us, so this monster of a hurricane did not hurt us here in Nayarit and in Mexico.
So,
You heard what he said?
Yeah,
He said, we as government are not supposed to mention faith in God, but the only thing I can tell you is that God helped and watched over us. So this monster of a hurricane did not hurt us here in Nayarit and in Mexico. Right, so they don't believe in God. They're not supposed to mention the Lord, so they don't believe Him.
Yep.
They only believe in that money that they get, and that's only in one of the list states. It happened in multiple states. I read a different article where it was massive floodings, over 350 trees down. And then the Lord did that.
Yeah.
Now, if it missed them, it wasn't meant for y'all, but it's meant for all the rest of them that got hit.
But that's why he said we're not supposed to mix your faith in God, because ultimately they know they don't. But what else could be the possible explanation of what just happened? You got the 28 and 6. 20. Yeah, so I can.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, this is Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Most High have a mighty and a strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm.
Yeah.
As a flood of mighty waters, overflowing, shall cast down the earth with the hand.
Yeah, that's the Lord doing it, man. That's the angels. He set up the angels to commit and do all those atrocities of rainstorms and thunderstorms and whirlwinds and tsunamis and earthquakes, man. That's the Lord's doing. The Lord is doing that. Okay? Go ahead with the precepts.
All right, this is Ezekiel 13:11. It say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstone, and shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it.
Well, that's actually talking about
Church.
yeah, the philosophy.
Okay,
That's not
okay,
talking
okay.
about that. That's talking about the philosophy.
Okay, good.
But give me 28 and 30 and 30.
20,
I mean, Isaiah 30 and 30. That's 28 and 30. Isaiah 30 and 30.
Isaiah 30 and 30.
Go ahead. And then Ezra's 9 and 1. But go ahead and get what you going to bring out.
Yep.
What is
Do that first. The eyes of the Lord God upon the simple kingdom.
Well, yeah. Get that. Read yours up. You sure I did. I want to go ahead.
Isaiah 30 and 30 saying, the Most High shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall shew the lightning down of his arm with the indignation of his power,
Go ahead.
and with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstorm.
Yeah, that's the Lord. That's the judgment of the Lord. Okay, that's the tsunamis. That's the thunderstorms. Okay, that's what just happened in Mexico. Okay, that's just happening in North Carolina. It just happened in North Carolina. I believe it was South Carolina. I don't know. It was South Carolina. South Carolina we had that big ass flood. Okay, that's from the hand of Yahweh Yahushua. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Now, it's originally talking about America, but I was going to make this one point. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom."
Yeah.
Now, the eyes are the angels, like the brother said. The angels is actually the ones that bring about these storms and famines and so on and so forth.
Yep.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah.
Yep.
Go ahead. Amos 9:11.
No, stop.
Okay. So Second Ezra was 9:1. He answered me then and
Yeah,
said,
that was it.
and said, measure thou the
Read it
time.
again and read it out.
Second Ezra was 9:1.
Uh-huh.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, and that's what we're doing. How do you measure the time? We measure the time by the upcoming current events. That when we read the scriptures, we clearly see that those are the prophecies that Yahweh Shai has set up for us. Okay, go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs past,
Right, and part of some of the signs has passed. Okay, a big part that declared that the signs was coming to pass is really 1970. Okay, is when Abba Bivens rose up. Okay, who was Elijah. Because you gotta understand. Give me that Malachi, the 4th chapter, the last verse, real quick. Because you gotta understand that was the date. That was the setup date for the world has been declining and going down. But that was one of those signs of a measurements that was used to let us know like the Lord is returning soon. Go ahead.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5.
Uh huh.
Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Right. You see that? That's talking about now, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Okay. That's talking about when Abba Bivens was reincarnated. That's when Elijah was reincarnated to Abba Bivens. Okay? Because after that, then the whole situation with the apostles, the elders, the prophets, then they started coming back. So that was one of the measurements that when we had measured the men of the Lord coming back. Okay? And for you people who understand prophecy, you will understand that was a key prophecy to get to get this thing to keep going again. You know, that the Lord is definitely on his way back. Was that it? Read that again, and then give me Revelation, the 11th chapter, and jump to the 11th verse. Go ahead.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Right, go ahead.
And he shall run, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
Right. So when Prophet Elijah came back as Abba Bivens, bringing the gospel and the truth and the knowledge, that was when we was beginning to be healed again. That was the stages of those bones getting put back together with the breath. Okay, that was those stages. Now, 40 years later,
Like 50.
yeah,
40,
damn near a
50.
generation later, the prophecies are still unraveling. Okay, so what's that? Give me that 11.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet.
Right, the spirit of life, and somebody get the Ezekiel. The spirit of life is talking about the knowledge. Okay, when Abba Bivens came. Okay, so when he came on the scene, that prophecy was fulfilled. Okay, go ahead.
And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, and great. You didn't think that great fear fell upon the elites, okay?
Huh.
Because you got to remember the time when our Bivens came. What was that? The '60s, the '70s, or what? Late '60s, early '70s. That's when a lot of these different fucking Black Panther parties, Farrakhan's and all of them, they started getting big. That Kemet shit was a little bit back then with all of that. Okay? The Dr. Z Yorkson, they started interjecting and putting in those agent provocateurs, okay, to suppress this truth. Because that great fear, that's when they started realizing that damn, it's happening all over again. Okay? Go ahead.
And they heard a great voice from heaven,
Right?
saying unto them, Come up hither.
Right?
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud,
Go ahead.
and their enemies beheld them.
Right, and that's going into the wisdom of Solomon 5:1. That's when, after all said and done, we're gonna be delivered, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, his elect, okay, the 144,000, the elect men, women, okay, they're gonna be lifted up, and who's gonna see that? The elites. These people, they're gonna see that, and that's when they're gonna be afraid, because simultaneously with all of that happening, this is all the current events that's happening at the same time. You're gonna have the famines, the pestilence, you're gonna have the martial law, you're gonna have the chip, okay, then you're gonna have destruction of America, and then you're gonna have the prophets being raised up, and then you're gonna have the missiles coming down. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of crazy things going on all at once. Okay, we in the early stages of it, but we in the midst of it. What's going on right now is basically is written in the books of chain events, okay, or the movie, the climax of the movie, okay.
Is he first?
Yeah. Before that, give me that 5:1.
Yeah, wisdom Solomon.
Yeah. Jump to just you know what? Start from the first one.
Yeah. This is wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness
Mm-hmm.
before the face of such as have afflicted him.
In the beginning of the righteous man, standing in great boldness with Abba Bivens. Okay, when he began to push this truth, later on trickled on down to us. And we're doing it in the faith that afflicted us. It's talking about who? So-called Esau. Okay, we're talking about the Edomites. Okay, the faith that afflicted us, that made us build up this shithole. Go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
Right, we understand that. The account of our labors is talking about building up America. Okay, all the inventions that we created is to get this bitch to thrive. Go ahead.
It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
And I hope that when they see it, there should be trouble and terrible fear. Go back to Revelation 11 and read that part again.
God. Revelations 11 and 13.
Go ahead.
And the same hour was there a great earthquake in the 10th part.
No.
Salaki, bro.
Go to 11. Read from 11.
This Revelation is 11:11. Salaki. It say, and then after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them,
Which is the spirit and the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. Okay, go ahead.
and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, and great, it said the same thing. That great fear is talking about the men of the Lord being reincarnated back. Okay, 2015 back in the flesh. We here now. Okay, go ahead.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither.
Right, and throughout the time of what from then to now, when your house shall come up, that's what we're gonna be. Descended. Salakia, ascended. Go ahead.
It said,
No, Salakia. That's it. Go ahead, I'm on.
wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
See, that go hand in hand. The ascending and with the clouds, that's the strangeness of the salvation. The strangeness of the salvation is the chariots or the so-called UFOs, as you people know them as. That's what we're going to be lifted up. Okay, that's that's us being ascended with the clouds. That's the strangeness of our salvation, because it's going to be strange. Those scriptures go hand in hand. Go ahead.
It says, so far beyond all that they look for.
Right.
And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision.
Right, you niggas, spicks, wetbacks, you drunken Indians, your porch monkeys, your redskins, all the evil, wicked names that y'all put on us. That's what that's talking about. Y'all had us in derision. Y'all had us bugged out. Going back into what we was talking about being asleep. Y'all had us asleep. So the ones that y'all had asleep, y'all gonna see gonna be rising up and coming against you, and then eventually we're gonna be being ascended with the clouds, with the chariots. Go ahead.
This was he whom we had sometime in derision.
Put us in the ghettos, had us
on drugs.
Yeah, out on drugs. Okay, undisciplined, wilding out.
On aid.
Okay, yeah, financial aid, Section 8, all of that. That was derision for the tribe.
Having our parents leave the house.
Yeah, having a man leave the house, that put us in derision. That was a big effect on Israel. Okay, go ahead.
And a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness.
Right, y'all count our life as nothing. Go ahead.
And his end to be without honor.
You see that? And the end to be without honor. Y'all thought that we was gonna keep the women keep producing all these nigglets, all these niggars, all these babies. The men was gonna keep leaving, keep going into prison, keep being killed. Okay, keep being strung out. No order, no establishment. That's us dying without honor. And we did that. We did that for fucking hundreds of years.
Yeah.
That y'all thought it was gonna be a norm. We was gonna keep dying off for hundreds of years without honor. But now y'all afraid, because y'all know the scriptures say y'all know we're gonna have that honor and be risen up. Y'all actually know this.
Yeah, we're finna be the Superman.
Yeah.
Call out.
Y'all know it.
That's why they make movies like Superman and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
That's why they try their best to get rid of Israel.
Yeah. And you know you can't get rid of it, so you're gonna set up infiltrators. Okay.
Counter what they call them, counter operations.
Counterintelligence. Yeah.
Counterintelligence. Yeah. You know. Go ahead.
We fools account his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
See how is this guy numbered amongst the children of the Most High? And that number is ultimately the 144,000 that's going to be, risen. You know.
I got a precinct.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is John 6, and I'll start at 36. But I said unto you that ye also have seen me and believe not. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. For I am come down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. And this is the Father's will, which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
See that? And it said those who believed in him, right?
Yep. So it's talking about the elect.
It's the elect. And that actually goes back to what we were saying earlier about brothers wanting to have all these deep breakdowns. No, the ones who actually believe that was Yahushua, and he's coming back, those can be the possible elect. Just like I always bring up the situation with the two criminals. One believed and one didn't. But remember, they were criminals. The man on the right side, he didn't walk with Yahushua and the disciples before Yahushua was put to death. He didn't. He was a criminal. But guess what? When he was on that cross, he actually believed that was Yahushua. And he said, to this day, you'll be with me in paradise. Yeah. So, that all plays, Go ahead. Is that it?
It's a little bit more. It says, and this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Yeah.
It says, and the Jews then murmured at him because he said, I am the bread which came down from heaven. Talking about the Exodus. It says, and they said, is not this Yahushua the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? Alright, so he was like a regular person, just like regular people y'all. How is it then that he said, I came down from heaven? Yahushua therefore answered and said unto them, murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
And that's what's going to happen to us as well, too. So,
We're the elect.
Yeah.
you got some.
Finish this.
Yeah,
It's-
finish that. That goes a little bit, and then you can go from here.
This is verse 5 of Wisdom of Solomon,
Yeah,
chapter
we
5.
can.
Verse 5, it says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore, we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not up upon us. We can stop it there. Yeah.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to say, call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai. That was the open forum, sit down, okay, judgments and topics that we went into. So, if brothers ain't got nothing else to say, and with that, we say, Mawathlab Abba,
Mawathlab Abba.
Mawathlab Abba, Shalom.
Shalom.